What is happening, people? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to work on our Gen 4 Summit Turbo. We are going to do the chain case oil change. Super important to do. I don't know as if this one has ever been done on this sled. So as you guys know, I got a new sled this year, and this one I haven't even had it on the snow yet. So we're doing all the pre-season maintenance that we should be doing. Anyway, today's a chain case. We're going to swap it out. So if you own a Gen 4 or a Gen 5, or really an XM. I already have a video up on an XM, so if you guys are an XM guy, go check that video out. I'll put a link up here for it. But they're all very, very similar. The only difference is this one has shot start, so it's got that little bracket on there and a couple plugins, but it's really a simple process. So I'm gonna break it down for you guys quickly. We're gonna pull the exhaust off the side cover, and we'll have access to our chain case. So much easier than the the Arctic Cat and some of the other manufacturers. So let's hop to it. Oh, okay, we got some mods sitting out right there, but you're gonna need a bottle of XPS synthetic chain case oil. Let's pop our side panel off. If you didn't know, you can open it up, slide this up, and then the whole thing comes off. We've got our GGB mountain can on there. Anyway, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 exhaust springs. We've got a 10 mil bolt right there, and then there's just some grommets down there that kind of keep it from vibrating. And of course, our sensor, we're gonna pull that out. That will remove the can and give us access to our chain case cover. All right, in order to get these off, you're gonna need a spring puller. I'll link down below where you can get all the tools that I'm using today. Whoops. All right, a little 10 mil is gonna be easiest to get to with a wobbly. If you have the stock exhaust, it's really a pain to get to, but you can do it with a wobbly and a big extension like this. This ratchet's worth the money. Go check it out. Link below. Okay, got a couple electrical components here to take off. First thing is going to be this plug. If you reach just behind here where that little plastic clip is and just pry it out, this thing will slide off. Mine just pull it out. But what you can see here is if you just pry up on this, then you can slide that off. So anyway, I just pop it out, but honestly. Okay, good example right here is this guy in the back. So push on that. So right here is your plug. Just push that, pop it off, you're good to go. All right, this little clip, pop it that way. Then you can push down on this tab and unplug this. Just like that. Okay, that's it. Other than your plug here, and you can pull this plug out now or later, but it's easiest if you just disconnect this hose. Just pull up on the hose. And that's it. Now the chain case is completely disconnected as far as like all the electrical goes, the shot and your sensors and your speed sensor, all that stuff. All right, first things first, we got this 10 millimeter chilling right here. Go ahead and break it free. And all your perimeter bolts that are silver are T30s, and then the ones, there's 2 black ones. There's that one down there. That one there, they are T40s. So make sure you get the right size socket before you get zipping on these things for sure. So I'm gonna break free in my middle one first. It's gonna be this guy. And these are pretty snug on the first time. So be prepared for that. Not a huge deal. And at the very end here, there's a torque sequence, a tightening sequence on all this. I'll put a post up here to show you guys at the end of the video. But you want to make sure you tighten these down correctly. They're actually a really low torque, believe it or not. You'd think they'd be tighter than they are, but they're a very low torque. Better get my drain pan. And as you guys can see, I'm breaking these loose first, and then I'm running my ratchet. Don't use an impact on these, you'll just strip them out. All right, guys, I wanted to show you that 10 mil that's down there. There's a little window for it right there. So stick your socket through there, go ahead and break that one loose. I've only got 2 bolts left, so yeah, I'm pretty much off with this thing. I've got to get that one and then this one here, and we will pull it apart. Okay, it's kind of a goofy fit in here, so you kind of have to, you know, do a little wiggle here with it, but oh yeah, there we go. Come on, old girl, get out of there. There we go. Got it. As you can see right there where your speed sensor is, that's magnetic, and look what I got off of that. Okay, that is all the metal shavings and everything from this chain case. So that's why it's super important to take this off and get it all cleaned up. As you saw, I used contact cleaner, sprayed it all out. That's what I'm using, Maxima contact cleaner. Great stuff, won't damage your O-rings, anything like that. Okay, speaking of O-rings, if you can tell right there, there is a O-ring seal gasket on this thing. It's reusable, so you don't have to worry about buying a new gasket or anything like that, all right? Okay, as far as chain tension goes, this is super important. I'm going to show you guys right now how to tension your chain. Now, this is whether or not the cover is off or not. You can tension it without the cover on, obviously. Back here, you can see there is a cotter pin with a Torx head bolt. That Torx head bolt is what runs all the way through your chain case, okay? And that is how you tension your chain. So if we pull this cotter pin here, that will now allow us to spin this bolt. And anyway, I don't have my tool, but it's the same tool that you would use for your to change your clutch out. That same tool fits in the head of that, okay? Chain tension is super important, okay? Basically, once it gets snug with your hand, you're good to go. So as you can see here, it's just got a little bit of play, but nothing crazy. That's what you want. If this is too loose, you're gonna get premature wear and you're gonna destroy some stuff, okay? Just take my word for it, especially on the G5s, they've already got chain case issues. You wanna make sure that you don't wreck things. So anyway, while we're here, we're just gonna take a quick gander here at the chain. And if you want to, you can loosen this tensioner all the way off, pull that. I think you can get the chain off. I can't remember if you have to pull this or not, but anyway, you can get the chain off and you can inspect it closely. You're just looking for broken links. That's all you're looking for. If you got a broken link or something, obviously change it out before you have a catastrophic failure. So anyway, that is all there is to taking the cover off. Now, we've cleaned this out with contact cleaner. We got a little bit of trash in the bottom there. I'm gonna run my rag down there one more time and just get the rest of that garbage out, that sludge. And then we're gonna go back on with the cover and fill this bad boy up. All right, just got the case cover all cleaned up and we're gonna go back on with it now. So hopefully I can get this on easier than I got it off. It was kind of brutal getting this thing off, but sometimes going on is easier. So anyway, and clearly that was way easier. So okay, we are on. Let's go ahead and start all of our bolts by hand. I say by hand, not with a tool, that is, so that we don't go ahead and cross-thread anything or strip anything out. All right, guys, we've got all of our bolts in. We're gonna tighten, according to the manual, bolt 1 through 8, which does not include this one and this one. We're gonna do it in the sequence that it says, or you know, close to, but it's 89 inch-pounds is what your torque is gonna be. So we're gonna snug these up with our inch-pound torque wrench and get them where they need to be. So anyway, I'll put this screenshot up right here for you guys to look at. But make sure you torque these. You definitely wanna do a good job here. Okay, now this bolt here, this T40 down here by where the exhaust would mount up, it's 18 foot-pounds, so way tighter. And then the one in the middle here is 142 inch-pounds. So anyway, you don't want to strip this stuff out. Here we go. Okay, last thing we gotta do is pop this little fill plug out right here, and then add our XPS synthetic chain case oil. That is a job well done. If you were like me and did this a month or month and a half before riding, get your track up in the air, run your sled for just a minute, get that rotation going, get that oil to coat everything if you used a contact cleaner or, you know, a brake clean or carb clean or whatever to clean that case out so that chain doesn't have a chance to rust at all. That wraps it up. Throw your side cover back on, run your track, you're good to go. If you guys like this video, please subscribe, give me a like, and stay tuned for more Gen 4 turbo maintenance videos. We got a little bit more to do to this sled. In fact, all that stuff behind me on the bench there we're going to put on. Plus I've got my wrap coming from Deviant Ink. Plus I've got a new exhaust from GGB. Oh, I got so much stuff going on with this sled. It's exciting. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next one.